Right. Welcome to Fresh Jugo. I'm your host, Julián González-Díaz. I'm here with the elusive Isaac Mehki Ashmore. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
I'm elusive.
Yeah.
Why?
I think just your work,
Thanks.
and the way you be posting on Instagram, it just makes me feel like, oh, like if I didn't know you personally, I'd be like, whoa, like what's going on in this guy?
I try and build the aura up.
Yeah. I can see that, dude. I can see that. You stopped posting. Posting mog selfies.
Yeah.
Recently.
I got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So like mog selfies are kind of off limits right now.
Is it? Were you posting that? I assumed you were posting that for the guys though. To mog on them.
That says a lot about you. But
that's usually the point with them, right? Like the dudes who be mogging and like looks maxing.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So why would it be for the woman?
Just I don't know, bro. I really wasn't putting that much thought into it. I was just like, man, I look really good.
Word.
I'm gonna post to see how many likes I can get off of just like me looking good, and then it worked. And now I have a girlfriend, so I don't need to do that because
that worked on her.
Nah. But it did work because that's how I met my girlfriend.
By mogging?
Yes. Somebody asked me to model. And then she was modeling.
I see.
And we were doing like a couple thing. Mm-hmm. And then she was like, do you find this to be romantic? And I was like, yeah, it's pretty romantic.
Yeah.
And then we kissed and then we went on a date. And now that's my girlfriend.
Nice.
So I thought that was like, yeah. So mogging did lead me to my girl. But it wasn't, I didn't pull her because of the mog. I guess in some way
maybe it's like subconsciously she was like into it.
I had to mog when I was there on the shoot. So maybe she was like, man, he's mogging so crazy. I just have to kiss him right now. Because that's usually what people think.
That's true. Do you do anything to like looks max? Do you like hitting your like bones with like the hammer like them dudes do online?
No, I tried that one night.
Yeah.
I was like, let me just see what they be talking about.
Okay.
But it was not. It hurt. And then I woke up the next morning and my face was sore. And I was like, that's dumb. This is not going to work.
You just didn't commit to it, dude.
In order to looks max, what I did was so funny. What I did was I took care of my skin.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And I got a gua sha.
A what?
A gua sha.
What's that?
It's like a tool. I don't know where it comes from or what it is. It's like it can be a rock or a piece of metal.
Yeah.
And you like rub it.
Oh
like
yeah.
That.
And
it's like I think what it does is
lymph nodes and stuff like that.
Yeah, it clears your lymph
face.
nodes.
Yeah.
So it just like de-swells things. Also, I just got older.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I lost like baby fat.
Yeah.
I think when I started making art, started putting stuff out, I was 22. Yeah. Now I'm gonna turn 26 in like 2 months.
Dang, dude.
So, I just got older. I think that's how I look smashed.
Anyways, we're here in your studio right now, as you can see with all these pieces behind you.
Yeah.
What are you working on right now, like actively?
Multiple things. Since like November of last year, I've been only working on multiple things. Mm-hmm. I'm working on a project for a couple different shows. It's like the next big step in the narrative I've been working on, which we probably will talk about. But it's about Huckleberry Finn. Yes. That's what this green stuff is for.
Okay. It's
about Huckleberry Finn, Green Velvet, Mark Twain, James Baldwin, The Club.
True.
Halley's Comet, and there's a Dead Cats. I'll get into that stuff. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on. I'm also working on a project for the Atlanta Art Fair. But you can't see any of the stuff in here because it's not been done yet. Yeah. But it's
at the conceptual stage right now.
Yeah, but not really anymore. Now it's just in the stage of, okay, I know what I want to do. I just got to do it. But I have to get there.
Yeah.
I'm working on a short film.
Okay.
For the Atlanta Art Fair. We're going to be like 15, 20 minutes long. It's going to be called The Squirrel Hunter, The Mouse Diva, and The Sludge River Stomp.
Okay. Is that an original name or are you pulling that from something?
It's an amalgamation of all these different things to come up with the name. So there's two characters, The Mouse Diva, which is like 20s flapper girl.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about probably maybe at some point in this conversation what that has to do with things. And then there's the Squirrel Hunter, which is this like antebellum South, like Civil War squirrel hunter, like Minuteman guy, and he's hunting the mouse diva through the woods, and then they have like a dance. It's gonna be this crazy thing, but that's gonna go for the fair. I'm working on that. I'm working on stuff for Commune, which is just stuff I've done before, like just small photos of performances I've already done, or it was easy stuff. What was the other thing I'm working on? Oh yeah, I have a solo show happening in Nashville, November.
Okay.
And I don't know what I'm going to do for that.
Okay. Where at, if you can say?
It's called New Welt. It's a
New Welt?
project space up there. It's cool.
Okay.
I don't know how to spell it, but it's like German.
Okay.
And then I'm in touch with some people in Jacksonville thinking about doing some kind of show there too. So I don't know, man. I'm working on a bunch of stuff. I'm just kind of like in the studio every day doing whatever is in front of me.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's exciting though. Just working on new stuff. Just to give context, you went to Georgia State over here. You got your BFA in painting and drawing. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
As you can see here, you got all these paintings. I've seen your sculpture and performance pieces, lesser known graffiti artists, right?
How did you do that, bro?
Well, do what?
How did you know that? Where does it say that online?
Oh, dude, it was on your CV. The Street Vermin, right?
It's on my CV.
Yeah, dude.
Street Vermin.
Yeah.
Is on my CV. I gotta look at that. That's crazy.
Can you give some more info on that part? I think it's lesser known.
Yeah, for a reason, right? Because I didn't do it that long. That is not, Street Vermin is not on my CV. You're a liar. That's crazy. Why would I do that? Yeah, so when I was in high school, I was graffitiing. I did like basketball growing up. Well, actually, no. I did baseball growing up, and then I played basketball.
Okay.
And I went to North Atlanta and was on the varsity basketball team. And then I stopped because I went to an exhibit at the High Museum.
Yeah.
That was a Jean-Michel Basquiat exhibit.
Okay.
And I was like, man, this is way cooler than basketball. So then I stopped playing basketball and I immediately started doing art. Yeah. And I thought that meant I needed to go out there and do graffiti. So that's what I did. Okay. Street Vermin. That's so funny. Yeah, I just wrote Street Vermin. Huh? Of Street Vermin?
Just you getting into art.
Oh, yeah, me getting into art for sure.
Basquiat?
Was Basquiat. But I mean, I was doing art like, I don't know how to explain it. Like,
yeah.
I was drawing when I was a kid. I just never took it I never cared about like fine arts or anything like that. It was until I saw that it was actually cool.
Yeah.
That it was like actually looked cool. That's really all it took. Wow. Was how cool and vain it looked for a second. And then when I got into it, I was like, oh, I actually really enjoy doing this.
What do you like about Basquiat's pieces?
I don't really like them all that much anymore.
Okay, just at the time it was just kind of.
I mean, at the time they're good paintings.
Yeah.
For what they are, they're just not really like, I know better work now.
Yeah.
But for the time, it's like, I mean, I think anybody can see, like, based off how popular he is, it's really easy work to like get into and digest. Yeah. But it's able to, it does it in a way that's like relatable. Like it doesn't feel like
not as intimidating.
It doesn't feel like didactic. Like you can feel the expression in his paintings, and then it's so evident that people are able to very easily digest them, which makes people really like the work. Yeah. So it was an introduction to art for me, but I very quickly moved on. I think after like a year of knowing anything about art. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, even seeing your work now, like I know with a lot of themes that you're playing into have to do with like your Southern background, being in Georgia. I know, what's it called? You are a Southern boy from Villa Rica. Yeah. Right?
Villa Rica, Georgia.
So what made you want to explore that sort of theme within your work and kind of,
well, it's kind of like, I feel like I have to. If I'm going to talk about what I think very politically, socio-politically. Yeah. And I think that if I'm going to make that kind of work being who I am, especially making work that's addressing like an inheritance that is evil, like in a lot of ways.
And who would you say that you are?
A Southern boy from Villa Rica, Georgia.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
So yeah, if I'm going to talk about that inheritance, then I have to talk about my place in it. and I have to be self-referential, and I have to be sometimes self-deprecating or sometimes elevating.
Yeah.
Like, I just have to figure out where I am in that story, because the entirety of my work is investigating my own inheritance in the Western tradition.
Yeah, kind of like criticizing it and also like...
I mean, not even really criticizing it.
Or just like...
Because who am I to criticize it? It's just me just putting it, what I know is my inheritance, and then digesting it, rearranging it, doing whatever I can in whatever way to it. Disidentifying it is the way I like to describe it.
Okay.
And then putting it into the work, whichever way it comes out, whether it's performance or video or this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
But it's really all about me. Like, it's about me investigating my own inheritance.
Okay. So speaking of, your performances, I know last year you had, or it's been over a year now, right? With the Two Great Cowards.
Yeah, that
10
was
rounds.
That was like 2023.
2023. Time flies.
Yeah.
I know you had video and just live events where you were boxing as Napoleon and was it the Southern Dandy? What was the other character?
Southern Dandy.
Yeah, the Southern Dandy and Napoleon. So what, other than the Southern Dandy, I feel like that one's more obvious, pointing to your Southern ties. But why Napoleon for that?
There's a couple of reasons. So Napoleon is like, historically, his ties to the South are kind of interesting. When he was exiled the second time, his last exile, the end of the Napoleonic Wars, the end of Napoleonic France, he was the largest influx of like French soldiers and French political refugees from France went to the Southeast for some reason.
In the U.S.?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another interesting thing is, which, I mean, that makes sense because even at the time, like, Napoleon was the one who sold Louisiana territory. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense. There's still a bunch of French ties within most of, well, at that time was new Louisiana territory in the United States. The other thing is, during the Civil War, the majority of the Confederate Army's armaments, their guns, their cannons, or whatever, were all stuff from the Napoleonic Wars.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
okay.
They were that. It was like all sent there for whatever reason. I can't remember exactly why now. But yeah, like a huge. If you look at most of the cannons, they're French cannons with the CSA on the side of them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you're pulling out deep cuts from like the Southern history.
Yeah, but for me, that wasn't really the important part of choosing Napoleon. Because when I'm choosing these characters to use, it's intuitive.
Yeah.
I'm like, it doesn't necessarily have to be some like deeply researched reason.
Yeah.
It's just about like what I associate with myself as a boy from the Southeast.
Yeah.
And for me in this instance, it was Napoleon. The reason why was because I was doing this boxing match and I'd come up with the idea and how it tied into the bigger narrative that I'm working on about St. George and the Dragon. But I was beginning to put that together, and I was like, okay, well, I'll fight my own history, this reified caricature, right? This Southern dandy, which is still prevalent in today's society, today's culture. I mean, Django Unchained.
Yeah.
There's a Southern gentleman who's the lead villain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Candy, yeah.
So yeah, like I was like, I'll fight that character.
Yeah.
Seems like prevalent to me. And then I was like, well, by doing so, I may feel like I'm doing something good, but I'm still exploiting this situation.
Okay.
Like, as a white man fighting my own history, like I'm sort of like being like, oh, like, woe is me. Like, oh, here I am fighting my own, like, whatever. And then I was like, well, let me just self-reference and be like, I'm actually still exploiting this whole situation. I'm gaining fame by doing something I think conceptually is like social justice and good. So I thought that in my head, I was like, okay, I'll be a great exploiter, a great conqueror.
Yeah.
A great Western conqueror, Napoleon Bonaparte.
Wow.
And I thought that was interesting because I could have chosen any great Western conqueror. I mean, there's lots of them. But I thought Napoleon might have been the most friendly of a lot of the great Western conquerors.
Yeah. I mean, I think it went well. Like you're saying, with like just the history at the time, with these U.S. South and just kind of mixing that. I feel like it was a good matchup.
Thanks.
From seeing the work.
Well, a lot of it is also like I'm just like a big nerd for colonial era and like Napoleonic era history. Like,
Okay. You're a big fan of France?
no, I don't care about. I like the Ottoman Empire more than I like the French
Okay.
Empire, but
Interesting.
like so, but it's all part of the same time period. Like I'm really big into like from like not really the Renaissance. I'm like I really love history from like 1400 to like 1850.
Okay.
I'm just like obsessed with that.
Okay.
I don't know why. I like the way I always have as a kid. I used to play like we're getting this on camera.
Yeah,
I used
yeah.
to play Roblox,
Yes.
and in Roblox you could have groups
Okay.
of other players,
Mm-hmm.
and they like you could have like build a game that went with the group,
Okay.
and anybody could join, and it was a big server or whatever. So I used to play colonial era role playing games, and I would like be a soldier in like Napoleonic France,
That's cool.
and then
That's
like
cool.
I would like spend the whole game just standing in line and
Yeah,
like doing
yeah.
line drills with like a fake musket.
That's pretty cool though. Have you ever gone to like when they do like recreations of like wars and stuff like that, reenactments?
I mean, I've been to a Civil War reenactment,
Yeah.
but they don't ever do like that's the only kind of reenactment you ever get in the U.S. I feel like
I guess so.
like I would love to go to actually go to somewhere in Europe and see like a Napoleonic reenactment. I'm
Yeah,
sure that
yeah,
they're
yeah.
sick. That would be really cool.
That'd be sick.
But I love movies about it too. Like
Did you like the Napoleon movie with Joaquin Phoenix?
I did like it.
Mhm.
It got bad reviews, but I'm biased. I just liked it because it was Napoleon.
Yeah.
They could have had Napoleon doing anything, and I thought it was cool. So
Okay.
it didn't really matter to me that it wasn't like the most historically accurate thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Napoleon also like appears as an interesting figurehead in like most of art history too. What's interesting about Napoleon that I thought was cool that tied him back to this whole St. George's thing is, I mean, St. George is famous for the posing on the horse with the dragon, and he's got the spear in the dragon's mouth, and like that's a thing that people see all the time.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that famous Napoleon climbing the Alps
Yeah.
or riding over the Alps or whatever, you know, the really famous one where he's got his
Yeah,
sword in the air
yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
is posed as a direct projection of St. George and the Dragon.
Oh wow.
So I thought that was interesting. The dragon is the mountains in this case. So I don't know. That's a lot, but
It is a
that's
lot.
an
It's
answer
cool.
to your
I mean, it's
question.
cool though. I think it just ties into like your work directly and like where it's all stemming from. Just your
Thanks.
history or interest in history and just your background. I think
Thanks.
it's really cool.
Thanks.
Yeah. What's it called? But going into like your work now, like right now, you're just coming off the opening from Indie Rockers,
Yeah.
right? Which was a fun show. I really did
Thanks.
enjoy it. So, what was going into that, like from getting the opportunity to curate the show to actually gathering all the artists together? Because when I saw the lineup, it was 13 artists, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. So when I saw the lineup, a bunch of heavy hitters, I would say. Just like, a bunch of good artists, but I felt like they're all just so different and so kind of like seeing all their names together, it's just kind of like being like, whoa, what's gonna happen here? You know?
Yeah.
And then when I saw it at the opening, I was like, oh, it just makes sense. Like it all kind of like mended in
Yeah.
well. So can you tell me about your process with setting up that show?
Sure.
Yeah.
Got the opportunity. They said they wanted something fun, colorful, and they wanted young people to come to the gallery.
Yes.
And they were like, we think you'd be the one to do that. So then I was like, okay, cool. I was listening to Indie Rockers,
Yeah.
like
By
the day
MGMT.
of.
Yeah,
By
yeah.
MGMT, like the day of. And when they said that, I was like vibing out to that song, and I had it on repeat because I'll do that often.
Yeah.
Music has an enormous part in my work that's
Yeah.
like not super prevalent,
Mm-hmm.
but it is. Like I name things off of music. I think about like, I don't know. We'll get into that maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Indie Rockers. I was listening to that and I was like, I just want the gallery room to look how this song sounds.
Okay.
And that was my thought process
Okay,
initially.
okay.
And then once I got into doing it, I was like, I've never curated anything. I don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
I just know people,
That's all there is to it, really.
Bro, yes, that's all there is
I
to
know,
it.
I'm telling you.
No, there's some other things.
Nah, them curators, they just be it's a hack job.
So I was basically like, why don't I just make? I approached it like as if I'm an artist because I am one. I was
Yeah.
like, I just want if I could put together a show of my work that would look like the way indie rockers sounds,
Okay.
then I would do that. But I'll put together a show that looks like an Isaac Bukai show, but has work of all these people who I think sort of make their work in the lane of this indie rocker vibe. And we'll put that together in the show.
Okay.
So I went about doing that. It happened to be that most of the people that I chose in the show are people who have had some sort of big impact on my work, which is cool. And when I was setting it up, it was like really on the fly, a lot of it. Like I knew and I often do this, like you can ask any of my friends or whatever. Like I always do this where like I can see what I want, like a very clear vision of doing it. And to the point where I can describe to you exactly how I'm going to do it before I do any of it. And then I'll get into doing it. And then things obviously change up a little bit, but for that show, that's exactly what happened. I knew exactly what I wanted when it was going to be in the gallery. And then we just went in there and got it done within a week and then put the show on. And I thought it went really good.
I thought it was great. I mean, I was at the opening. It was a huge turnout.
Thanks.
Everyone really enjoyed it. One thing that really stood out for me, other than the installation like itself, I thought it was really well put. How kind of pieces were just everything, the way everything was set up in the gallery, whether it be the actual like sculptures in the middle or the work on the walls.
Thanks.
I thought the unique thing that I saw, especially, were all the stars everywhere, the star graphics. Talking to some of the artists in the show, initially it was kind of like, like I don't know, but then seeing it up, it just kind of helped the work melt into each other as well. So why'd you put the stars there?
Because I thought it would look damn good.
Yeah. That's a good enough reason.
I thought it fit the vibe. Intuitively, I was like, okay, star. Colorful stars. I know I can do that.
Yeah.
There's some people who may think that there's certain rules to follow.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
Real.
So if I'm going to do something, I'm going to go all out the way I want to do it. So I did it.
Yeah.
And I think that it came out together really good.
Yeah.
All the stars were hand cut and hand painted.
Okay. Were they?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
that.
I thought they were just like graphics you put on the wall.
No, they're like vinyl. They were from a roll of vinyl, and I just projected a star onto there, and then used vinyl paint, painted them, hand cut every single one with an X-Acto blade and X-Acto.
That's pretty sick.
And like a ruler, and did that all within about a night.
Did you also create the Indie Rockers actual title?
Yeah.
Like the lettering? That's pretty cool.
I mean, I just did the same thing I do with my work.
Just enamel paint and whatnot.
It was just tons and tons of layers of tractor enamel.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what you're using, tractor enamel?
Yeah, it's
where
tractor
where do you get that from?
Because you use it in a farm.
I'm saying, where are you getting that from?
Like, what store?
Yeah.
Oh, just Home Depot.
Okay.
Lowe's.
They're just selling a tractor.
Yeah, they sell tractor enamel anywhere. So actually, it's a common product because it's for farming. That's why I liked it. It was super populist, and because that's my background.
Yeah. On a farm. Did you live in a farm in a Villa Rica?
My grandparents, on my mother's side, they own a cattle ranch in Kentucky, Georgia.
Okay.
In Kentucky.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. So I know you said you were going to high school in Atlanta, in North Atlanta.
Yeah.
Right? When did you move from Villa Rica to North Atlanta?
I didn't move to North Atlanta. I moved to West Atlanta, but I went to North Atlanta High School. I moved when I was 13.
Okay.
We went from Villa Rica to Riverside, which is on the west side of Atlanta. It's Bolton Road, Hollywood Road.
Okay. But still, 13, I feel like it's still enough where all that growing up out there in the country really still affects you. Like, I'm sure, like drinking plenty of Mountain Dew and some boiled peanuts, that type of thing.
Yeah, right? I didn't like Mountain Dew that much growing up, but I put peanuts in my Coke.
Peanuts in the Coke, yeah, that's classic. It's classic. You a fan of country fried steak?
Yeah.
Would you rather have country fried steak or fried chicken?
It depends on who's making the fried chicken. Making
say
country fried
it's
steak.
the best of the best of each.
Is the country fried steak on mashed potatoes and it's got gravy?
Yes.
Country fried steak.
Okay. Do you?
Or a country. You can have the best of both worlds. Get country fried chicken.
Country fried chicken?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know, but that's the thing. It's country fried chicken. You put it on mashed potatoes with some gravy.
Like a cut of chicken that's like prepared like a country fried steak. Or are you talking about?
Yeah, it's prepared like a country fried steak,
Okay.
but it's chicken.
Okay. I never tried that.
I don't really know. I don't cook, but I just saying I've had it.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah, when I was in Villa Rica, yeah, I moved at like a weird age.
Yeah.
Because I had just finished middle school.
Okay.
And you know, I've taught art to middle schoolers before.
In what context? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like when did you teach middle schoolers? Like were you a teacher? Like a teacher
Yeah,
assistant?
I was a teacher for like a year.
Okay.
So like it was like it's called the Art Place.
Okay.
It's up in like Marietta somewhere.
Okay.
But it's yeah, I taught middle schoolers for like a summer.
Like taught them like just like how to create art or like
yeah,
history?
it was just a standard art course, and I got to create the entire programming for it. And then we put together a little show at the end of it. I curated a little show of middle schoolers. It was dope. But that being said, middle schoolers are like at a weird age because this goes into me coming from Villa Rica. Because they are old enough to like understand adult concepts.
Yeah.
But they're still so young that they don't have a filter of what to say and what to say, what not to say, what to do, what not to do.
Yeah.
They haven't developed that. That comes with like experience.
Yeah.
So that's what makes middle schoolers really difficult sometimes. Mm-hmm. I had just left middle school, was going into high school. I started high school in Atlanta. I finished middle school in Villa Rica.
Okay.
So that summer between those is when I moved. So I went into high school having no friends, nothing like that. But it was totally different. North Atlanta was like, interesting thing about North Atlanta, the reason why I lived in West Atlanta and went to North Atlanta High School is because North Atlanta High School, out of all the public schools in the Atlanta Public Schools district, has the largest zone.
Okay.
District zone. It goes across all of Buckhead, but then also all the way down to the bottom of the west side, like almost to near East Point.
Okay.
So that means you've got people from like the Bluff, Bankhead, Donnelly Hollowell, going to school with people that are living on Tuxedo Road in Buckhead.
Yeah.
So
it's a good mix.
I had a crazy high school, and it was 12 stories tall.
Really?
It was also the highest funded high school in the APS system. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was interesting going to that. Like I'm in a 12-story building at 14 years old. That's my school. It sits on top of a lake, and I go to class with Lil Wayne's daughter.
Yeah.
Versus Villa Rica, nowhere, Georgia, you know? So that, like, I think has a huge impact on who I am.
Okay.
And not even just the art. I just mean who I am.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely think living in the middle of nowhere, like, is very helpful. Like, I'm from Gainesville, Georgia. Like, I've been there since I started middle school. So, like, right in the start of it, you know? And I think it kind of helps, like, your development, you know? Like, Southern hospitality, that's a real thing, you know? Just being polite or just having, like, kind of, like, just knowing people out there who grew up like stuff like that in farms or just knowing like how to navigate outside of the city, more rural areas, you know, and getting exposed to those type of mindsets, like obviously a lot more religious folk or more country or, you know, whatever. But I think it's a good mix. You getting both directly at such a young age.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I think that like part of the value of growing up somewhere like that is versus growing up like in a very urban city. In a very urban city, this is just the way I think about it. In a very urban city, you have lots of options on things to do. Yeah. And things to aspire to be. Yeah. And like you see more and you're exposed to more. There's something about like any kind of, I'm just speaking from Villa Rica experience, like some like white trash dude from Villa Rica has like two options of what they can do in their life. So then they stick, like part of that is like you have to stick to it. Like no matter what happens, like they just like punch after punch after punch coming from like nowhere. For some reason, like you keep getting back up and keep going. And I think that was a big life lesson for me. And that's something I took away from growing up in Villa Rica. Nice. Was like my favorite saying, which is when you don't have the upper hand, you just got to be too damn stupid to quit. Okay. So that's what I go for.
What are your other favorite Southern sayings? I think stuff like y'all is good, you know, a classic. I think bless your heart, like when you're talking to someone kind of stupid.
Those are all good. My mom used to say that the devil was beating his wife.
What would that mean?
I think that's what it meant when you're, when it's raining and it's sunny outside.
Mm-hmm.
The devil's beating his wife.
Okay. All right.
Something like that. I can't remember exactly. I don't say that many sayings, honestly, bro. I stick to the books.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because a lot of them Southern sayings like be like going back like 200 years, and they be kind of on the edge where I'm like, I don't know. Like people be saying, out of your cotton picking mind. I feel like I heard that a lot.
Bro, that's crazy, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
I've never heard anybody say that except for one clip on Instagram, and it was the Charlotte Hornets. What was he? He's the the Charlotte Hornets, right? You watch basketball?
No, but I know the team.
Never mind.
I don't watch basketball, man. Sorry.
It's all right, bro. We'll just go on. What were we saying?
Just about Southern sayings and how some of them behave like kind of crazy.
Yeah, dog, bro. I don't say any Southern sayings.
Okay.
I say y'all.
Because you're a city boy now. Because you left all that behind, right?
No, that's cap. I did not leave it all behind. I'm just a good mix. But,
yeah,
I say y'all. Finna, but everybody says that.
Okay.
And also, bruh, Atlanta is the South.
Yeah.
So you can.
I guess you're right.
Even Atlanta, like accents, language, lingo, that's all Southern.
I guess you're right. I was just, I should have clarified. I was thinking more rural. South.
Rural South,
Rural
yeah.
South, you know?
Dude, I don't know. Just y'all.
Yeah. It's good enough. It's good enough.
The devil's beating his wife. That's the only
Devil
one I
beating
can
his wife. That's I've never heard of that. And it just
my mom used to say, this one's kind of bad.
Say it.
My mom used to be like, okay, so if she thought that like a boy that I went to school with was gay,
yeah,
she'd be like, that boy's gayer than a $2 bill.
Okay, I never heard that one either.
And I used to think that was so funny when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Just because like the word gay was funny.
Yeah.
But now as an adult, I'm like, what does that mean? Why is the $2 bill gay?
I don't know. I never heard that either. That's crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to my mama. She used to say that.
Shout out to her. Is she also from Villa Rica?
She's from Hiram, Georgia.
Oh,
which is not that far from Villa Rica.
Yeah.
It's in Paulding County, which
Okay.
is right next to Villa Rica.
Got you. And I don't know. I do like small towns with nothing going on. You know?
Yeah.
It's just something fun about it.
Yeah. My dad was born in Mableton.
Where's that? Is it south? More south?
Nah, it's still west. It's like near Lithia Springs.
Okay.
I don't really know how to describe it. There's nothing out there. It's just
Yeah.
Mableton. Technically it's in Cobb County, but it's West Cobb.
Okay.
Real far West Cobb.
Very
different place.
Yeah, just barely making it.
It's a very different place than East Cobb.
Okay.
Yeah.
In what way?
It's not like Marietta, Smyrna.
Yeah.
It's more like Mableton, Georgia. It's like there's nothing.
Okay. What's it called? So, like you said, going back to your practice and whatnot, right? You got all this these shows going on currently. You're working on stuff for shows coming up, this year.
Yeah.
It's all exciting. What year did you graduate? 2023? 3? So you're 3 years. Would you say that's the start of your art career then? 2023?
I mean, in some way, I was making art since I was 16, I think, right? That's what I said. I was making art since I was like 16. But I was just doing it.
Yeah.
I wanted to make a career out of it at 16.
Okay. I was say, yeah. When did it become like something serious? Like, okay, I gotta like work on this.
Dude, if I'm being honest with you, like, I was until July of last year. Mm-hmm. I was making art because I wanted to, not because anybody expected me to.
Okay.
Now after July, I still want to. Don't get me wrong.
But now
there's an expectation that I have to continue.
Now you're lit. Now there's money involved. Now there's opportunities involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it becomes a wholly different world.
Yeah.
And it's been kind of strange.
Yeah. Strange how?
You just navigate differently.
Yeah.
In spaces, like in art spaces or...
Like people know you.
Yeah, well, people knew me before just because I was at shows all the time.
You're already lit already.
Okay, because I was lit already. People knew me before.
Yeah.
And then after, like, it was kind of the sequence of the show at Hawkins
Yeah.
which was The King and the Great Whitewasher, the Elvis show for anybody that doesn't know.
Yes.
And it was a sequence of that, and then my booth at the Atlanta Art Fair the next year. I mean, within like 2 months of each other.
Yeah.
That sort of became a thing of like it's really hard to explain.
Yeah.
Like it's more of a psychological thing of like.
Is it like you're just approaching it kind of differently now, as opposed to what you were back then?
Yeah, it's a really difficult thing to explain, but it's a noticeable change and difference in like where I'm at.
Yeah.
How people interact with me. How people talk about me.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Okay.
That's all kind of strange because since I was 15, I was just making work because I thought it was really cool.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is interesting. I mean, when did I meet you in like 2022, 2023? I think you had just graduated.
I had to have been then.
Yeah, because I think I met you at like another show too, you know? I feel like that's how I meet everybody.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just interesting seeing like, you know, from the 10 great rounds to seeing, the show at Hawkins and then to now, you know, up in Indie Rockers. Like, it's just a cool, like, elevation that you're going on, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's been very rapid.
Yeah.
Since the show at Hawkins, the show about Elvis.
I mean, you packed it out. Like, it was crazy. Like, I thought,
Thanks.
Like, those who don't know, Hawkins HQ is art space built out of an old motel, right?
Yeah, in South Atlanta.
South of Atlanta. So the top floor, you know, it's just got like the kind of railing walkway. And the show was so full, I was kind of afraid it was gonna like calm down, you know? I had to like stand outside for
there's people like standing outside the car, like parked all the way down the street.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude.
There was like a line. Yeah, I didn't know any of that was gonna happen.
Yeah. It was great.
I just was putting some stuff together and that sounds like, a little humble, whatever. I'm being serious. I really did not know that I had that kind of reach. And it's funny because I was blown away by it. And then I had to sing and dance in front of all these people.
Yeah.
So that I was like peeing all over myself trying not to.
But you did good. I remember there was a lot of confidence
Thanks.
in the performance and just the way you were moving. It was crazy, dude. With your jacket. Oh my god.
Thanks. Yeah, I look back at the video sometimes and I'm like, man, what? That was so crazy. I did that. But I feel that way all the time now.
Yeah.
With like, it's funny. This, I have a day job.
Yeah.
For a minute, I didn't.
Okay.
I was doing well enough that I didn't, and then it started to slow down. I was like, all right, I gotta get a job. So I have a day job, and a major like psychological battle that happens in my brain and emotions now is like going from a weekend to the day job.
Yeah.
And it's more than just like Sunday scaries. Now it's like, well, I just got treated like a celebrity,
dude,
all weekend. To some extent, that sounds like an exaggeration, but psychologically, that is how it sometimes feels. And now I'm gonna go do my day job.
Yeah, I'm not on that level yet, but I definitely have that where it's just like you have a show, people are like talking to you, they're like, I love your work, this and that, and then you just go back to the office, and it's just like I'm just another cog over here, you know?
Yeah, it is a strange feeling.
Like they don't even know I'm lit out here. They don't even know that that I'm popping in the
Well,
city.
it is funny. One of my coworkers knew who I was.
Yeah,
which was really weird.
It
was like because I just got the job recently.
Yeah.
So I went in and he was like, "You make art, right? You're Isaac." And I was like, "What the world? You like art?" And then he was like, "I mean, yeah, kind of. Yeah." So it was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's been what we were saying. It's been rapid, like since July and November-esque. It was like opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to the point that it was like, oh my God, like what is going on? Like I can't handle this much.
You gotta adapt. You got to.
Huh?
You gotta adapt.
Yeah, I know. I have no
While
choice.
it's still hot.
This is what I signed up for.
You know what I mean?
Which is dope. Great. Let's hope it gets even faster and even quicker and even bigger. But eventually I'm gonna have to quit my job.
I mean, hey, if it works out like financially, then yeah, of course. You know.
Yeah.
Speaking of, so with that, I'm trying to say, where do you see yourself in like 10, 15 years, like in the arts? Like, I know you mentioned that you did, the education program, or just doing your work now. So do you see yourself, maybe going to the education route in the arts, just staying as an independent artist, maybe even working at like a art institution, eventually embezzling $600,000 from said institution. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, where do you see yourself going in your career?
To the top, babe. No, just kidding. I see myself going to the top.
Okay.
I want to be a working artist.
Okay.
I gonna get my master's degree.
Okay.
Teach as a plan to do that because I think that being an artist means that you're also a patron of the arts.
Okay.
And it's important that if you are going to make art and profit off of art and live off of art, that you also give that knowledge down to the next person. Because I think that art education at its highest level is not about learning more about art. It's more about learning how to live as an artist.
Okay.
So
How do you mean?
artists are particular, like people who, I think everyone's an artist, but I think the people who choose to pursue it, like make it their life,
Yeah.
are just kind of idiotic. Like they're crazy.
Okay.
I'm
I agree.
insane.
I agree.
So
It's a huge gamble.
yeah, I mean, and it only became a gamble like less than 100 years ago because for most of like Western history, it wasn't like you didn't go to school for art with the chance of it becoming a career.
Yeah.
Like people who went to school for art were actively choosing not to participate in like some sort of capitalist game. You know, now it's every school is promising you the idea of a career.
I mean, back then, I mean, even with like art, like fine artists or, you know, sculptors, I mean, they were getting directly, you know, commissioned or even getting funded just by whoever was able to. Would that not be like
Well,
financial
yeah,
gain for
but it's
that
not
too?
like there wasn't an art market, is what I'm saying. There wasn't a market for it. There was a commission in terms of like, if we're talking about pre-modern art,
Yeah.
modern being to 20th century,
Yeah.
very late 19th century. If we're talking about pre-modern,
Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah.
all of that art, the old masters, like they were being commissioned by royalty
Yeah.
or by the courts.
The upper class, you know, that type
Not
of.
even necessarily upper, like, yeah, the upper class, but that wasn't something that was traded or commodified. It wasn't turned into a product
I guess so.
because there wasn't a market. They weren't auctioning off art.
I
They
see what
weren't
you're saying.
buying and collecting. They were commissioning for very specific purposes as shows of power.
Yeah.
So the artist was less of a. It was a career in the same way that like being a tradesman is.
I guess so.
Now it's because there's a tiny market for art, or a very isolated is a better word, market for art. It's been propositioned as a viable career that you can make a bunch of money in your universities teaching.
Yeah.
And
Isn't that like a circle though? Like going to school, art school to teach art, be an art educator?
yeah, I mean that's what you do. What else are you going to art school for?
I don't know. I guess so.
I mean, the only reason people most of the time go to get a I mean, not only reason. 90% of the time, people go get their master's degree in art so that they can teach art, so they can have a steady income on art.
I guess so. I don't know, because I feel like I've met a lot of people who are getting degrees or the BFAs or whatever in the arts to, you know, to be in the studio, just to be creating stuff and hoping for the best.
Yeah, but that's the optimistic way to look at it. I think I agree with that. I mean, that's why I want to do it. But there's more. They can both be existing reasons. They're not mutually exclusive, and you don't need a degree to have a studio or make art.
Yeah.
I think sometimes the best art comes from people who don't have any arts education.
Yeah.
But
I didn't study art, by the way. So I
Yeah.
started business administration.
and look at you, bro. You're the GOAT.
That's right. That's right. You know, let me see that.
But I am going to get my master's. I got it into grad school.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I heard the good news.
Yeah, Carnegie Mellon.
That's right. That's right. How long is that
ride.
program?
Huh?
How long is that program?
3 years.
Okay. Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. It's exciting, dude.
Yeah, I know. Going to Pittsburgh.
Have you ever been?
Nah. I haven't gotten out of the Southeast very much at all.
Okay.
We're like deep Southeast very much at all.
Do you plan to stay here like all your life?
No,
In Georgia?
no.
Where would you go?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Okay. Just not here. Just somewhere not here.
Yeah. I mean, I may come back here at some point, like when I'm 70.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Find some peace, some inner peace in
Yeah.
my old man heart.
Yeah.
But
On your farm, just
Yeah,
hanging out.
like in
Dude, that's
my-
honestly, that is like my real end goal. Just to live my life and then just retire on my farm, dude.
yeah, no,
Like,
I
I
think
think-
that would be sick. I want to do that too, but I'm not doing it in Georgia.
Why not?
There's not enough land out here.
You're just not looking, bud.
Nah, bro. I'm talking about like, you go to like Wyoming,
Oh, okay.
somewhere west.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
You get one, good land,
Yeah.
because it'll be flat. And you can also have half flat, half enormous mountains, and or a lake, a natural lake.
That is true.
Or if I were to get land, it would be sick to have land somewhere on a beach. I want to go there.
Oh, that'd be cool, dude. You don't own multiple pieces of land, dude. Just be rotating through them. Like I even thought
Dude,
outside of the
you've
U.S.,
got
dude.
you've got a lot of faith in my career.
Dude, I do, dude.
Thanks.
I do. I think with more opportunities coming up, I think it's just more checks coming through. You know, more acquisitions for land and other
Yeah.
property and investments. You know.
I don't. Most of any money I make always goes back into making more work.
Okay,
It costs so much money to make stuff.
I was just about to ask you, do you, we were talking about art school and educating in the arts. A big thing that I see or hear about within the arts is artists are not good with money or just financially in general
Yeah.
and business wise. Do you agree with that?
I mean, it depends from artists. There's artists of all kinds of backgrounds.
Yeah.
I think young artists aren't because it feels crazy to make. I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
I can't speak for everybody.
Yeah. Just
a
your
young
thoughts
art-
on it. Just your thoughts on the matter.
If it is an absolutely insane feeling
Yeah.
every time to make any kind of money
Dude.
off of something that you made. Like
Yes.
made and then you're like, why would anybody think that this is valuable? Because it's such a weird personal
Yeah.
object. So I think that there's like a psychological disconnect there, and that happens with a lot of young artists who are not very, very good with their money because of that.
Dude, the first time I got like a sizable check from doing arts, like 5 figures, was like 2 years ago, right? And I was so scared when I got the money, dude. I was like, I don't know what to even do with this.
Yeah,
I just put it all in the savings, and I was just like,
I didn't do that.
no,
So I wish I did, but
dude. I got it, and I was like, oh my god, it was for this event with tequila, like a tequila event. They're doing some sort of party in Atlanta, and
Yeah.
they wanted me to do like a live painting.
yeah,
And they were like, "Oh, this is the fee amount for you." And I was like, "Oh my god!" And the checks hit, and I was like, "I don't even know what to do with this." Like,
Yeah.
it was just crazy. It was a crazy feeling. And I was like, "For me, for my painting, like what?
yeah, it's cool.
It's scary."
It really is a cool feeling. It's also scary. And then when it becomes like a regular, that's when it starts getting really scary.
Speaking of, I was gonna say, because when that happened with me, my mom's always been a big supporter of the arts, right? But she's always been like, get a actual job though, too,
Yeah.
right? While you do your arts. So when I got that gig, right, and I told her about it, she was like, oh my god, like everything switched like in her mind. She was like, oh my god, what if you get a couple jobs like that each year, and then you quit your main job? And I was like, let's calm down. This is just the one time it's happened, What do your parents or family think about your career, especially the way it's been just shooting up?
I don't know. I know that they're proud.
Yeah, for sure.
They come to the shows most of the time,
Mm-hmm.
so that's cool. I think my mom was always proud. I don't think it really mattered if I did anything or not. It's my mom.
Yeah.
But I remember when seeing the look on my grandparents' face when they saw me as Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
And when it started getting because they got there early, and then it started to really pack out.
Yeah.
And I remember looking at them and them being like,
Just blown away.
they were like, "What is going on?"
Yeah.
And then the moment I had left the gallery for a second with the gallerist
Mm-hmm.
to go to another room to be able to relax before I went on stage because
Yeah.
it was so packed out in there. And then I remember being like, okay, I guess it's time to go. It's that time. We walked over, and when I got into the gallery, everybody was like, there he is.
Yeah.
And that was cool. So I think that they're proud. And they're supportive. I don't think it matters if I make any money or not. They're going to be supportive. They want me to have a job if I'm not making money.
Yeah, for sure.
But they just let me, they trust me on what I'm doing.
Well, that's good.
Thanks.
That's great because, I met a couple people who don't have that.
Yeah, that's true. I'm blessed that way.
Yeah. That's always good, just having support, with friends and family and all that.
But also, I'm the only one in my family who's gotten a degree of any kind.
Yeah.
No, my grandpa has a degree.
Oh, just lying on your grandpa, dude.
But it's like, he has a degree in theology from Mercer.
Okay.
But everybody else, no. So it's like it was sort of like an idea of like, well, if he's pursuing it this much, this hard, we don't really have any other choice but to hope that this is the way out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're holding out for you.
If everybody's in the cave and I'm the one running,
then
they might as well run with me. You know what I mean?
For sure. I mean, like I said, I think it's great. I think it's great having the support from the family. Even since you were younger, like working on work, they were like, "Oh, this is,
No, when I was young and when my mom and dad were still together, I remember
that boy's getting the $2 bill, painting over there.
No, my dad never thought that because my dad. All right, so my grandparents are pastors. Mm-hmm. That's my dad's parents. When my dad, like they say that all the time that that pastors have a good kid and a bad kid. Well, my dad was the bad kid.
Okay.
And he was a bad kid in lots of different ways, but he ended up wanting to be a DJ.
Ooh, that's a good move.
And he never really got big or anything, but he did some cool stuff. And that had a huge impact on me. But so he never thought that like art was like a negative thing for me. But when I told him I quit basketball, I literally said to him one day, like just went to him and said, "Hey, so I just quit the team. I'm going to be an artist now." Okay. And
just really marking it like for real.
Yeah, literally.
Okay.
Because I knew I had to for him. I remember he was pretty upset. And he said he was worried about like the competitiveness or like the character building or if I was being serious about it. I think he was also worried that like I just didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
But he eventually, my relationship with my dad has been many different things, but he has been supportive.
Okay.
So that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I relate in that way. My dad, my parents also divorced. Let's go. What's it called? My dad's he's always been supportive as well. Like anytime I talk to him about it, he's like, "Oh, that's cool." But same thing. It's just like, also get an extra job. Make sure you're getting money. But it's just like with the art, he's like, whatever you do it good, do it well.
Yeah.
So just going with that approach. Just knowing that that's the way they're looking at it. It's just like I gotta go hard.
Yeah. That's kind of what my dad said too.
Yeah. Do you you were saying how your dad was worried about the competitiveness within basketball and whatever the arts. Would you say that the art field now is competitive? I feel like people just kind of think it's all like a happy, dancing in the fields and everything like that. But
yeah, no, it's always been competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt like it was competitive when I didn't know any other artists and I was 16 years old just making art in the street.
Yeah. When you're doing graffiti at the High.
Yeah, graffiti at the High Museum. Yeah, no, it's always been competitive. And it's like, but not in the same way as like it's not outwardly competitive.
Do you think it should be?
Yes, it should be. We should be making diss tracks.
Yes, dude. Imagine like a diss sculpture, dude.
That would be fire,
dude. Just oh my god.
I did think one time about doing this show. It wouldn't be a diss, but I think people would be really upset by it. About doing a show where I filled the gallery with, like, screenshots of like my favorite photo of every single person in the art scene, the Atlanta art scene.
Yeah. And
it's just filled the entire wall with just without anybody's permission.
Okay.
So they all come to the Isaac and Mackay show thinking that there's going to be a bunch of work on the wall, and they find just a picture of him.
Okay.
Among everybody else. I thought that would be pretty sick.
That could be cool. You could still do that. Or someone could steal the idea if they'd want.
No, they can't. Okay. If you do that, I will do some bad things to you.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's my idea. I'm just kidding. You can have it.
Okay. But that's an interesting way. I think there's a lot of competition in the field.
I think that there is. It's different than like sports. It's more like an inner competition. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like, but this may just be me, because I've also attributed this to my sports background. It's like I feel like if I'm going to do something, I have to be the best at it.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a good mindset to have though, because I feel like some people are just okay with being like number 2 or not even trying hard. You know, I feel like I've met people like that who are just very passive with it, and it's just like
I think that there's different ways to work for different people. Some people work passively.
you need the winner mindset, dude. You need that Mamba mentality.
That grind set.
Yeah.
It's a pro and a con. It can be bad too. I get in my own head sometimes.
Yeah, I think everybody does.
But I think that as long as you balance out any way of your work, any way that you choose to work or compete or whatever, don't compete, whatever it is,
Yeah.
as long as you give everything as long as you are 100% sure in every move that you make. If you think you're right, you're right. And if you think you're wrong, you're wrong.
That's good.
That's
good.
the way I
That's
think about
wise. I like that. Well, we're getting to a close here,
Okay.
right? I think, within this conversation, people have getting to know you more. But if there's someone out there watching right now, what should they know about Isaac Mehki? That you'd want them to know.
I guess that I'm just a Southern boy from Villa Rica.
That's right.
And I really like making art. And you should really like the art I make.
Yeah.
It'll make you a better person. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Also buy some pieces here and there,
Yeah, if you can afford it. If not, I'll just give you some for free. I don't really care that much.
Okay.
I just want people to have the work.
Okay. You're for the people. Isaac Mehki for the people.
For the people, bro.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Mr. Populist over here, dog. I'm always thinking about the people, never thinking about myself.
Word.
Ever.
For the future artist that's getting into the scene, what would you say to them? To a younger you, what would you say to them?
Go to art shows. Go to
Yes.
every single art event that you can. If you want to be an artist, the art world is tiny.
Yeah.
I mean, on a big scale, it actually is a very small bubble. So then think about that from your regional scale, your city scale. It's an even smaller bubble.
Yeah.
So if all you have to do is go to art shows, you don't even have to be making art yet.
Yeah.
Just go to art shows.
That's
every single one that you
yeah.
can. Talk to people. Act like you know what you're talking about for 5 seconds, or don't. You'll find a crowd and you'll stick to it, and then if it's the right crowd, they'll encourage you to make more work.
Yeah, dude, it's great. That's probably some of the best advice, because I feel like a lot of people I've met who don't go to art shows, they're just so lost, They don't have this circle or community of other artists and friends around them, So I think, yeah, you're right. I think going to art shows is like the easiest way to just make friends or even just build connections,
Yeah.
Like real meaningful connections.
I know that we're trying to close it out, but I can talk forever. That plays into a bigger thing that I think also whatever future artist needs to know is before understanding any sort of craft that you're doing in terms of painting, photography, whatever medium, I don't even like using those. Whatever you're doing, before learning the craft fully and like diving into it, you need to know the history of it.
Yeah.
Who does what, who did what. You have to understand the context of where you are. That's why I'm talking about it in terms of like going to art shows.
Yeah.
You have to understand the context and the place of where you are in relation to everything that's being done and has been done in regards to what you care about.
Yeah.
And if you are not a student of that, then you'll never be anything worthwhile to pay attention to, because you're not paying attention to anything else.
Wow.
You got to pay attention to everything else in order to be good in what you're doing yourself. You got to keep up. And that means knowing about everything that happened before and knowing about what's going on now so that you can be part of what's going on in the future. There you go.
That's great advice.
Mic drop moment.
Yeah, dude. All right. I think that's it, man. Thank you, Isaac. Appreciate
buddy.
it. Never good to go. See ya. Wow. Nope. No, you knocked over your thing with
No,
this
mom.